Hey, everybody, welcome to the Burke Broadcast Network, your state of the art network located right here in Round Rock, Texas. Tonight I'm with Kay Wright. She's going to be talking about some cool things tonight. I'm glad to have her as a guest, and I think you guys are going to be impressed. I hope the ladies are listening. Cause, and,
Absolutely.
and the guys might want to be listening too, Kay, for all the cool stuff we're going to talk about tonight. But for you guys that are listening for the first time, just tuning in, we do the Hangouts on air. We use it in audio format. We turn the cameras off and make it like radio because Herdy likes radio. And it's kind of fun when I can bring my guest into this beautiful studio in Round Rock with glass windows, air conditioning, and all the snacks you can eat. Right, Kay?
Right.
All right, and so guys, we start 20 new shows. The last 20 shows started October and finished in January. And I was out looking for renewal for my 11 sponsors, and one of my clients stepped up to the plate and said, "Could we exclusively sponsor your show for the next year?" I said, "It's $1 billion. No." And no, but the truth is, we started sitting down and talk about it, worked it out, and sure enough, CPR Cell Phone Repair, Round Rock, Texas, who you're going to see on the main timeline on the Facebook broadcast page. If you are checking us out for the first time and want to go listen to some past shows, you can go on Facebook and go to Burke Broadcast Network. That's the group, and my name is spelled HURDIEBURK. But there'll be a link on YouTube, so don't worry about it. If you're listening to it live on YouTube, you can always go back and pick it up there. But CPR Cell Phone Repair is now our exclusive sponsor. Wow. And I know my other people will be disappointed, but they sure did carry me for a long time. And a lot of people have kind of gone different directions. So it was time for that change to happen. And it was perfect timing because we're starting our first show of the next 20 shows. And by the way, we cover local Austin business, and I cover everything. Because of our sponsor, CPR Cell Phone Repair in
Here.
Round Rock, Texas, in La Frontera. It allows me to bring my guest on and covers the server costs for giving them a custom player after the show's over, and that they can link and put up their newsletters. And it's kind of a generic radio broadcast in the sense that this information we'll go over tonight will be ongoing for Kay, and she can answer questions, and then you can direct information to her through her fake website.
Her email address.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to tell them
Oh,
they're going to get that in a minute what we're doing.
right.
So anyhow, let's thank CPR cell phone repair right now. That's and hey guys, they are located in La Frontera, and they are an awesome company. They're a franchise. It's owned by Jeff and Catherine Babcock. They're right in La Frontera. If you want to know where they're at in La Frontera, they're right near Jimmy John's on that side, in that little strip side right there. You can't miss them. As Jeff says, we're almost next door to Hooters, so that might tell you where they're at, and that's probably everybody knows where that is, right, Kay?
That's right.
And these guys rock, man. They can fix just about any cell phone that has a problem. They can repair it. They can install it. They can you can buy tempered glass products and everything. So go check out their website. It's cellphonerepair.com. Cellphonerepair.com. That's CPR Cell Phone Repair, Round Rock at La Frontier. And guess what, guys? Thank you for being a sponsor and make my life a little bit easier, because now when I build that custom player, I don't have to link 11 people. Although I loved all my past sponsors,
Right.
but I couldn't pass up the deal, guys. So I'm just letting you know.
Well, and
Okay.
I will add that I'm also a customer of Jeff's, and he gives wonderful service. Very patient when you have questions. You will really like the service that you get.
Absolutely. So we're going to clear the decks tonight. We are sitting with Kay Wright, and that's Kay, and the last name is spelled. Yeah,
WRIGHT.
and she has a little joke she ever says. That's Kay Wright with a
W.
W. So that's what you need to remember. Now, Kay, we're going to be talking about skincare. We're going to be talking about some nutrition tonight, but mainly the skincare thing. We've got some stories of how excited you are about what you're doing. But this company you work for, you sent me some questions last night, um, and you put this long name of this French-looking company, right? And I don't dare. I'm not going to even dare try to pronounce it. And by the way, what really relieved me was it's your first question. You said, "Do you want me to explain or pronounce the name of the company that sounds French sounding? And the answer is yes. Could you do that right now?
Yes, I will. The company is Jeunesse. It is a French word for youth. It was specifically chosen for that. But here's what I tell my friends. I tell them, well, you probably know someone named Jennifer, and you probably call her Jen at some point in time. So you just take that, Jen, and you put an S after it. So all you need to remember is Jen S.
Gen S.
Jen S, and that's close enough.
And so I'm going to tell you, Kay, tell them Kay has an unusual, the way she is routed her domain, because it's just a simple way to get right to the point what she does with this product, and we're going to get into it. So it's K Wright with the W, one word, K-A-Y, and then Wright, WRIGHT.com. But that's going to redirect you straight to a YouTube minute-and-a-half video. I watched it today and went, whoa. And we're going to explain why you'll go, whoa. And ladies, I'm telling you, this is a show for you tonight, okay? And guys too, but all right. So let's get into this. So the JS means youth, right, in the word. And then the tagline is what?
Generation Young.
And that goes and fits perfectly with what they're going to see. And so, all right, here we go. You ready? So how did this, is there anything you want to say first about this before I start diving in these questions? Like how old is the company or something like that?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Okay, go ahead.
The company actually started on '09, as in September '09, 2009 at 9:09 p.m. This is a significant number in Chinese.
Right.
And therefore, right now, the company's almost about 5.5 years old. Um, And the company was formed by a couple named Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, who live in Orlando, Florida. And how it got started was that
Yeah,
Randy,
I want to hear this because
yeah,
I read that today. I was kind of surprised. But go
that's
ahead.
right. You never know. Circumstances bring you into different situations. And Randy needed a knee replacement. And he
Ouch.
searched all over the world because he really didn't want the surgery.
Right.
And just before he was actually going to leave the country to go somewhere else, he found Dr. Nathan Newman in California. And Dr. Newman, all of his medical career has been interested in fat and in adult stem cell technology.
So this guy that he went out to see in California, this doctor, is kind of an expert in the arena or the field of looking at fat tissue or fat cells, right, and also the stem cells.
Right, and stem cells.
Okay.
He's a dermatologist and practices in
So
Hollywood.
he went to see this guy.
He went to see this guy.
Okay.
So to get the stem cell injections in his knee to
Cool.
regrow the cartilage so you don't have to have surgery.
That's amazing.
And you actually can do this ahead of time within other parts of the country. You can do this stem cell injection so you don't get to the point where you have to have the thought of a knee surgery. And that's great.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
like
get
that.
them built up again before they fall apart.
Before they fall apart.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Now, you can imagine he was sitting in the lobby watching beautiful people go in and out. So he's asked, so what else do you do? And he found out that Dr. Newman had developed a way to get this stem cell technology into a bottle and had developed a product.
Sure.
So,
wow.
So what we have is a way, because everybody asks, well, how do you do that? How do you get
Yeah,
these stem cells
that's
to
going to
talk?
be that's my question.
Yeah, how do they get these stem cells to talk? So the example is, if you think about chemistry in high school, you had a petri dish. So they extract the stem cells, they spin them in a centrifuge, they put them in a little petri dish,
Right.
and they feed them food, which is what's called growth factors.
Sure.
But with that same petri dish, there is a protein sugar substance that is a communication media.
Okay.
And so the stem cells talk to this communication media, this protein substance. You leave them there for a week, and they multiply and they multiply. And so the protein media picks up the chemical language of
Right.
stem cells. They take all the stem cells out, so there are no live stem cells in the product.
Gotcha.
All this done in a certainly, very sterile environment and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that communication media goes into the bottle. So 85% of what's in the bottle is what we call adult fat stem cell media. Right.
And that's over my head.
Right.
But the bottom line is the product a shelf product, or is it a frozen product, or is it
No, it's
liquid? Is it a paste?
It's First of all, it's in a lovely silver bottle, and it's a pump at the top, and you
So
actually
it doesn't have to be any
nope,
special conditions.
just right in the
wow.
right where you put on all your makeup, and so you wash your face. You put, as I say, one pump on the back of your left hand if you're right-handed, and with your right hand, you put that one
On your face?
one pump on your face and let it dry, and then you put whatever you use today on top of it if you don't want to use one of our additional products.
That's crazy. And so what is the and so is that the flagship product then that we're talking about tonight for them? Is that one of the flagship products?
Yes, that is the
Okay.
flagship product. That is how the company got started, was
Right.
the serum.
And what's the tagline for that?
And the serum,
10 years to
no, that's not the tagline for that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
now, let's talk about that for just a minute. It's interesting you raised
Yeah,
that.
because
Because
yeah.
the serum is here's the deal. The serum is going in, and that stem cell technology is waking up your stem cells that you already have that have quit growing. It wakes them up and has them start growing again. So this is a long-term solution to getting beautiful, lovely skin where you're regrowing the collagen and you're regrowing the elastin in between the outer and base layers of your skin. So it takes 3, 4, 5, depending on the person, 6, 8 months to really totally rebuild so that you have this wonderful smooth complexion.
Cool.
And therefore get rid of,
Yeah.
fine lines and wrinkles and look and have a much better complexion. So it's a long-term kind of a solution, and that
Right.
was the first product that we had.
Right.
We actually
Okay.
started the company with 3 products at the beginning, and that was one of them.
All right.
And there was a daily moisturizer with it.
Okay. And
Okay.
so what are some of the other products?
So within our skincare line, we have a total of 7 products. I would like to comment that what makes the stem cell different
Okay.
is, as from other products that other companies have who will use the word stem cell, is that ours is an adult fat stem cell. If you look into other companies who have stem cell products, they are some type of a plant.
Ah.
That's why they have many times the word botanical,
Okay.
because they're coming from the stem cell of a plant. So as I say, I don't think an apple can tell your face to grow its own stem cells.
Right. But good nutrition doesn't hurt either from the
No, good
inside out,
nutrition is
right?
good, yes.
Right. So
Good
we got
nutrition is
that.
good.
But what you're saying is, I'm hearing you, and that's probably true. I don't know enough, but I would think that a STEM is a buzzword.
Yes, stem cells is a
And if you
buzzword.
put that on something, then it gets people's attention. So, depending how far they go with it.
Right.
But your product that you're actually promoting is
Unique.
is unique in the sense that it is STEM, right?
That
Because
it
you've
is
got the
adult fat stem
and I
cells.
know, yeah, meaning that's what this doctor out in California had been working on all these years. And so, what happens when they go watch the video?
Well, let's talk for just a minute about the in-between products.
Oh, okay. I'm
Between the
sorry.
two.
That's right. We mentioned you had a bunch of them, 7.
There's 7
All
total
right, let's
products.
go.
So the next product in the line would be for those who would like to have a day moisturizer. There is a day moisturizer that has SPF of 30, which is the proper amount that you need for an SPF. And
Okay.
it's kind of a light moisturizer.
Okay.
A lot of people really like our night repair cream because it's thicker, and those people with dry skin really want something that will help their dry skin.
Yeah.
So they actually use our night cream morning and night.
That's good.
That's good. So that's currently optional.
Yeah, when red blotchy skin on face, your body could be something else, but in most cases that's real dry skin. And a lot of the products off the shelf, because I've been through this, I have a special cream I have to use that comes from where, Sweden, and these chemical-based products that are on the shelves at the store just irritate mine. It may feel good for a minute, but after about an hour, the area actually gets brighter red. So I'm just telling you, I get that.
Well, and here's the point. Lots of people have different sensitivities,
Right.
skin sensitivities.
Right.
So I
Yeah,
will
that's why you have to sit down with somebody and.
right. Or we also have a free sample of the serum that we can send to
That
people.
you can try.
So
Okay.
they can try it.
Okay, cool. And what's the third product?
And the third product is a cleanser, very nice cleanser to cleanse your face. We also have a body lotion, and we also have a mask for people who want to do something about once a week and they like to do the exfoliation. We have something in that area.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And then the cool new product is the 7th one. So shall we talk about the cool new product?
I want to hear about the cool new product.
All right. The cool new product has the name Instantly Ageless. The product was developed in Fort Worth. It's been 6 years in the making, and it has what we call a peptide technology.
What's that?
Peptide.
That's a
That's
enzyme.
one of the ingredients.
Right.
That's one of the ingredients, and it's the way the recipe of how they put the ingredients together, which is the part that's patenting and what makes it different.
Okay.
Just like if you had 6 ingredients and you gave those 6 ingredients for a cake to 10 people, you'd get 10 different cakes if you didn't have the recipe.
Right.
Same kind of situation.
Right.
So what I have done at this point is to take the domain name of kwright.com, and I have it pointing at the YouTube video of the company's recording
I saw
on
today.
stage of a on-stage demonstration that was done on November the 6th
Yeah.
of them applying a little tiny amount
Under one eye
of the lady on the stage.
Right.
We put a cell phone beside her face, and the clock and the cell phone ticked up to 1 minute and 26 seconds, at which point in time it had changed the puffiness and the blueness underneath one of her eyes, and she looked lovely.
Yeah, and if you want to go see that video, don't leave my show, but make a note right now. And if you're listening to the archive, which those of you not listening live tonight, just go to Kwright, K-A-Y, and then Wright with a W, W-R-I-G-H-T, Kwright, one word.com, and it's going to redirect you straight to a YouTube video, which is about 1.5 minutes, and it's awesome. I watched it. I'm an editor. I didn't see a whole lot of time lapse in it, except they wanted to show the end, or what. It was perfect. They put a cell phone next to her to verify they were not messing with the edit, right, which is kind of cool. And I did see some change. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So for that, we're going to do this. Wow. So and what is it they say that I saw on that? 10 years younger
in 2 minutes.
That's amazing. What a tagline.
Yes.
How would you like to look 10 years younger in 2 minutes? And can you tell me a little bit about the makeup of it, the process? It just is it how does it work so well? Is it just the way they make it? That's the proprietary part, isn't it?
Well, it's made with a magnesium and sodium silicate, and I think it's pronounced agrellian. That's the word for peptide.
Okay.
And then it is, the other part of it is very interesting, is that when you can market by creating a product in which the sample and the product are one and the same.
Right.
So when you see it in her hand, if you think of a little piece of plastic that's about 2 inches long, and it's a little puffy on one end,
right,
and like a little, your
right,
height is going to come out on the other end, and you're basically going to squeeze this thing out, and it will give about 4 to 5 applications in one of the little vials,
wow,
as we call them. And the one little vial comes attached as 5 little vials, and then 25 little vials, so 5 strips of them come in a box.
Okay.
And that's how the product is marketed.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
And so you put some under your left eye, and I can see a difference. That's
right. I put it every morning. I get up and I put it under my eye, so people can tell the difference on my face.
I can tell.
I can tell.
I'm looking at you right now. The left eye is definitely different from the right eye, and I'm not saying the right eye looks bad. I'm just saying the left eye looks,
looks better. Right.
Where's that slap thing on there? I'm just kidding.
Now, one other thing that's interesting.
Yeah, keep going.
As athletes, they know that we have muscle memory. Interesting enough, skin has skin memory.
I'm sure it does.
So because this is not structurally changing anything, because the other thing we haven't said is that it lasts about 8 hours. This is instantaneous result because that's what our society wants.
Oh yeah, that was going to be my question. So it's instant results, but how long does it last? A day?
Yeah, about 8 hours.
Yeah, about 8 hours, because it's going to wear off.
So if you're going to put it on in the morning, or if you're going out for something really special in the evening and you're getting all ready at 5 o'clock in the evening, then you're going to put it on.
Does it have long-term healing, or is it just made for that moment, for that day? In other words, it just does its thing that day, right? It's not, the other stuff is for the corrective, the cleansers and the other
serum
products.
Is your long-term
solution. Right.
This is your instantaneous today. I want this to.
Cool.
When you put it on, you feel it drawing. So you can feel it drawing up. Then you know it's working.
And they said in the video that you wanted to make sure your face was just a teeny tiny damp, right? When you put it on. It goes through all the
No, you don't. No, here's the deal. Your face is dry to start with.
Right.
but you tap it on and you let the product dry. You
Ah,
leave
and
the
you don't what you don't wipe it in. You just put it, dab
tap,
it, and
tap,
let it
tap.
do its thing. Okay,
Exactly. Let it
gotcha.
do its thing.
Go watch the video. kwright.com. And Kwright, Wright is with a W. Okay,
Correct.
and go. And it's going to redirect you straight to that video. So we're going to take a break here for a minute. Okay.
Perfect.
And boy, this is going to be so much easier for me this year, Kay, because I get to brag on CPR cell phone repair in Round Rock, located in La Frontera. They are picked up all the shows for the rest of the year every Tuesday night except for holidays, right? And I take 3 weeks off around Christmas holidays because
You deserve
you
it.
well, it's a year's worth of shows, right? Except on holidays and the last nobody's listening the last 2 weeks of the year. So the bottom line is this: the CPR cell phone repair in Round Rock, he's fine, is cell phone repair, tablet repair. There's not a whole lot they can't fix, but here's what they request because they have accessories. If you've got a cracked screen, or if you have one of the most common problems with cell phones, Kay, is people break all the time is the on-off button. And I assure you, where they mash when they plug in their adapter to charge it, where these little fine needles, they get mashed along with the plug when you plug it in, and sometimes it doesn't work, and then batteries go bad just because they do. These are the kind of things they do. But I've watched them do surgery on several phones, major surgery, and they've done a great job. So if you have a phone problem, or if you have a tablet like an iPad, iPhone, they have tempered glass and cool kits you can wrap around them. Go check out CPR Cell Phone in Round Rock at La Frontier, and their website is cellphonerepair.com. Cellphonerepair.com. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Cool.
And I love them.
No Round Rock in it,
Yeah, they're in Round Rock.
but it's
No,
not.
no, not the. What happens is cell phone repair directs you to a main page. You put your zip code in, and it takes you to the nearest store. Most people, though, because they run AdWords and they have, um, videos and everything, and there you have Yelp and they have Google reviews and everything. When you type in cell phone repair, it comes up in Round Rock if you're in this area because they've got such good, search going on. But cellphonerepair.com is the main website. You type in your zip code, it directs you straight to the Round Rock store in La Frontera. They're next to Hooters and Jimmy John's over there, guys. So go check them out and get your phone fixed, okay? So, Kay, we're back. Kay's in the house. What? Yeah, yeah, we're going there. But I got some other questions for you.
Good.
So we're getting through this, and all I can tell you guys is on a radio deal, sometimes a little difficult to cover, to talk about how it all works, and that's why we're directing you to the video. And then at the end of the show, Kay's going to give you her information, how to get a hold of her. If you're after you listen to the show and you got more interest in what her product line is, because she has a lot of stuff, and a lot of this needs to be given and seen and everything. What's that?
I have 12 total products.
That's what I'm saying. And so you need to sit down with these folks and show them how it works and all that stuff. So in our sidekicks back, we have a Australian Shepherd. His name's Rusty, and Rusty
Nice
likes to
guy.
come over and lay between the guests on the show during the show, and then mess with my guest, which he's doing right now, but it's pretty funny. All right, Kay. So we've got a lot of other products, right? But in this, tell me a little bit about the wine thing.
About the wine. In my notes, I told her that we have a great product that is called Reserve,
Yep.
and it's kind of a gel that you rip off the top uh, and eat it, drink it, take it. It's in a gel form, in a little gel pack. And so I told him the resveratrol is a main ingredient.
Right.
And resveratrol has 75 milligrams of resveratrol. So this means that in this one gel pack a day, you can have the equivalent of 60 glasses of wine for 13 calories and no hangover.
That's good.
That's good. It's a very good antioxidant. This is why the French have their red wine. Well, we've been able to, and lots of people have used resveratrol. It's quite well known on the
Yep.
properties that it has.
Yeah,
We
and
have it.
everybody says red wine's been a good thing to drink a glass or two a day because it's got this good antioxidant in it. You've got a list of some of those things, I think, too, that are in that, right? The
That's right.
blueberries, all the berries. Berries are good antioxidants. So go ahead.
Yeah, so the pomegranate, blueberry, dark sweet cherry, aloe vera, grapeseed, and green tea.
Yep, there you go.
There you go. once a day. I will interestingly tell you that that product, we are a worldwide international company. That product is the best-selling product around the world. We sell more of that than we actually do the serum. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because everybody's been taught about all the nutritional products. Skin's
Hmm.
kind of just been a kind of a new in the last couple of years. You're seeing a lot of different applications for skin. You know, the baby boomer. My theory on this is the baby boomers are taking up the age group, right?
Yep.
And so you got a lot of people going, man, I liked it when I was 20. I liked it when I was 30, you know, and so they're looking for alternatives for skincare because, you know, as you get older, skin gets dry. So that's probably why we're seeing these big companies trying to get into that market niche, right?
That's why it's $1 billion industry. That's
$1 billion a
billion,
bee
billion,
with
billion,
a
billion,
bee.
moving toward trillions.
All right. So what else? You've got tons of products. You've got a super vitamin. You've got which goes along with the nutritional products, right? Which
Right.
you may not want to get into too much tonight.
Well, I'll just comment on the super vitamin that we have
Yeah.
and let you know that the super vitamin has a one called AM that you take in the morning and one that has PM that you take at night. So it's balanced out the nutrients that you need during the day and the ones that you need at night.
Okay.
I will also add it has a little bit of some stem cell maintenance in it. Got some probiotics, some digestive enzymes.
Good.
The other thing that's interesting, this product was brought to us by a different dermatologist out of New Jersey
Okay.
named Dr. Giampapa, and he has just been nominated for a Nobel Prize in Medicine for all of the years of his work in stem cell technology. So he has brought this product to us and a new one that we'll talk at the end of tonight that is very interesting. And so
Okay.
we're quite proud of him. He's one of our medical advisors.
Yeah, and so these guys that are in their field, you know, are going beyond it and writing papers and doing research and looking at lab and doing testing with new products, right?
All right.
And I imagine they're keeping them as natural as possible, right? They're not
Absolutely.
trying to emulate natural products with all chemical, but sometimes you know you have to if you can't find enough of the product, right? So, but huge that
Hmm.
all this stuff is coming about. You know, I can't
Right.
believe how much different your left eye looks than your right eye since you put that on. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Look,
it. Okay.
yes. Well, I will tell you, if you go out and look at pictures of Dr. G and Papa, you're going to look at him, and most people say, well, he's probably about 45, right?
Was
Well,
he
no,
70?
no, he's 63, I
My
believe.
age.
I've
Yeah.
met him. Yeah, I saw him 3 years ago. I've been with the company over 3 years. So, yes, he is definitely a product of all the products and the things he promotes.
Yeah. And so is the vitamin just the super vitamin you take once in the morning,
The
once at
tablet.
night? Is it it's nutrient based, meaning that it's got a lot of the things like zinc, magnesium, that
Yeah.
kind of
It
stuff in it that but it's double selenium and all that kind of stuff,
Well,
right?
the point. Well, no, the point really is it's got the 72 different kinds of things that you need in the right amount for the morning.
Yeah,
So it's not
you
necessarily
don't
more.
get over.
Yeah, so you're not overdoing this. You're
Right.
getting the right balance for day. And this night one has a little bit of something to help you sleep better. So a lot of people like the PM one.
I bet.
It's designed for being two morning, two night. If that works for you, if one works better for you at night for
Yeah, so
PM,
you experiment
you
with it to get
experiment.
used to it
That's right.
or whatever. Okay.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
and so you've got your hands full. So you're working in the skin zone, as we
Right.
call it. And go ahead.
And in nutrition. And we just have one other product that's specifically in the nutrition area, which is very interesting. And the background on this product, we all know the word infinity means forever, correct?
Right.
So we actually have a product called Finity, Finiti.
Okay.
And the story of this is that there were doctors who in 2009 won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for their work on what are called telomeres.
Okay.
So we know that your cells, the little chromosomes in your cells have ends, and the little ends have little caps on them, like shoelace caps.
Hmm.
And over time, they flake off and the cells die. You know, you make more cells and the cells die and you make more cells.
And my understanding is cells replace themselves about every 6 months or 6 weeks.
That's
Six
right.
months. Right.
Depends on how they're going.
Right.
Well, they figured there had to
Either
be
for the
some
worse or
cells
for the
that,
better.
yeah, but they either had to be some cell down there that didn't quit growing.
Right.
So what they finally found, this set of three doctors, was the enzyme that would have the cells continue to grow. and then that was called telomerase.
Mm-hmm.
So they started working with a company 5 years ago to begin to develop the product that went with their work,
Got it.
which makes sense, right?
Okay. Yep.
So then about 2 years ago, that company came to us to be able to take that product to market. And I will tell you that prior to that time, during their early years, they only had the product available where that company was selling it to very high-end doctors' offices so they could sell it to their patients at $600 a bottle a month.
Wow.
And people like Suzanne Summers loved it. She's written about it in her book Bombshell. She's had a whole chapter in there with the
Awesome.
president of that company. So yes. But when you go to the masses, you typically don't have a product with that price. So it is the product that you can buy. That product,
Right.
the standard amount through clinical human trials, we have proven in clinical human trials that it continues to have the ends of the cells grow, so you live longer.
So you're saying that it was lab tested, third party lab tested, blind tested, double blind
Exactly.
tested on actual
On
people,
people,
and
right?
then they would report their findings in the journal or
Right.
whatever.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. So we do know that everything works at the cellular level, right? We do know that the body is either replacing itself with a nice new fresh good cell or it's degrading. And when you age, your cells are changing you, right? Because it's all at the cellular level. And so cells are getting worse as time goes. You start with a good one, you get another good one, but if you're not taking care of yourself, putting the right stuff in your system, then it starts going the opposite direction. Leads to disease. Leads to, of course, all this stuff's in your system already. It just gets activated if the body can't protect itself, right? So, Kate, we're looking for ways to help our baby boomer generation, feel better, uh, have better digestion, have less acid reflux, have less stress, right?
All those kinds of products that we have throughout the world, all
And we're not even stating by any chance that any of this stuff can heal you
correct.
because you're not allowed to. But we are saying that some of these things might be worth taking a look at, right, and taking a peek at.
That's right.
Is that a capsule form? The
Yes.
last one you told me.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a capsule, and it comes. You're supposed to take 2 morning. Let's see, I think it's 2 morning and 2 night, right?
Right.
And we now have it. A lot of people want it because it is a little more expensive, and people want to be able to buy one bottle. So you can buy one bottle of it, so you can take one morning and night, or you can buy the two bottles, or it comes packaged in two, so you can take 2 morning and 2 night, which is very nice.
Now I have a question for you. Can we jump back a little bit
Certainly.
because we got plenty of time? Then I'm going to go back into CPR here in a minute. But can the males use the serum, not the serum, but the 10 years look younger in 2 minutes thing?
Absolutely, because think about it.
It doesn't change. It's skin.
Regardless of age,
It's
you
skin.
well, yeah, but as the baby
No,
boomers are maturing,
I'm there.
there are still people gentlemen who would like to not have the crow's feet at the end, or
Hmm.
maybe have some other kinds of scars. It's really good on scars too. I forgot to say that. So if you've got a leftover little bitty pocket from acne,
Right.
okay, or you actually have a scar where you've had some
Yeah, you
cut
got
or
hit by a
whatever,
sled, blow your nose. That's
there
why I
you
heard he
go.
has
It
a
has that.
mustache with
That's right.
goatee. Right.
So some sometimes I think maybe it might be more the gentlemen who are at a stage where they're dating again, they're out and about, they want to look nice, and they're interested in their skin, and they like it because it's wash my face, tap it on, let it go, I'm out the door. Right.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes. So the instantly ages has definitely been very popular with men.
So you got two markets. You got ladies and men, and
You
men are getting more into
health.
the health and the skincare, just like the ladies have been all their life, right? They just are. They're using a lot of essential oils. They're using vitamin E products. They're taking a lot of nutrients, whatever company that is they choose to go with, right? That they feel comfortable with their products. So we all are. Let's not fool anybody, doctors included, are all looking for advantages as we
Exactly.
get older, right?
Exactly.
For sure.
So the other one is we talk about men
Yeah.
for a moment.
Ah,
I'm going to add
let's
one
not talk
comment
about
for
that.
you
Okay.
about the product we just talked about a minute ago called Finity. And
Okay.
I'm just going to say that Finity, since it's
Hmm.
helping you to be younger, on the male side, just happens to be kind of like a little blue pill.
Oh, really? Works the same way?
It has some of that effect.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, that always sells.
That's right.
So, blue pill. I think I know what you're saying, Kay.
I
I
knew you'd
got
get
it.
it. I
Okay,
knew.
let's remind people because we're a little bit in the show, then I want to break for CPR. If you want to go watch the video on the serum that
On
they,
the
not the
instantly
serum,
ageless.
but the instantly ageless product, then go to K Wright, that's Kay, and then Wright with a Wright.
GHT.
Oh gosh, K Wright. Just go do it. No
Just
big
go
deal.
do it.
I'll
Right.
post it on the website. And then go watch the minute and a half video because they do a live demonstration of it working for 2 minutes with a cell phone right next to the person's face. Pretty
Right.
cool.
Now, I am going to add one thing since at
Please.
this point we're talking about having people go out and look at something. So this is new, and Herdy will put it on the website.
Yep.
If you would like to go out and see about a 2-minute video about that Petri dish,
Oh yeah, give me that.
Doctor, I have another website that points to that.
Okay.
And it is, of course, www,
Uh huh.
and then it's the word Austin, AUSTIN,
Uh huh.
and then it's TX for Texas,
Okay.
and then it's BN, like boy, never, for business,
Okay.
.com.
All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll post that in the About Me section on
Right. So
YouTube
they
when we're
can
done
see
with the
that.
archive and in your custom player too,
Right.
so
Dr.
they
Newman
can
is
see
a
that.
part of that, and it shows that process.
Cool. All right, we're going to take a break for a minute, so bear with me.
Okay.
And then we'll be back and we're going to talk to Kay a little bit about opportunity.
We have another product to do.
I know we do.
Oh,
I'm
you're going to do
messing with you.
opportunity. Oh, you're
I'm
messing
messing
with
with
me.
you. All right, so we want to thank our sponsor. Yeah, I am because I'm trying to get back into the groove of the shows, man. It's been, I took those 3 weeks off or 2 weeks off. Of course, my mom, got sick and went in the hospital, so that kicked out 3 weeks. But I did a show with Danny last week, and this is like the second show. And sometimes you just got to get going a little bit, and that's what we're doing here. Hey, I really got excited last night when CPR, when I was over there at their company working with them on some of their stuff, said, "Hey, we negotiated a deal that they would be the exclusive distributor or sponsor of the show." CPR Cell Phone Round Rock, located in La Frontera. You can find them at cellphonerepair.com, cellphonerepair.com. Go check them out. They fix everything. Now they are certain phones that are proprietary, but if it's broken, take it into them, okay, and let them judge that because there are certain things in certain phones that have very proprietary pieces in them, and sometimes it's not worth messing with. Take my word for it. But if it's broken, like a cracked screen, or you're not sure, they'll look at it and tell you right there instantly. And in most cases, they can have your phone back to you in a couple hours. And it's just amazing. Yeah, you're getting ready to talk about your iPhone.
I'm going to also give another plug for
Good.
Jeff Babcock. I have a case that I bought for my iPhone 4. I have an older model. I bought the case at his store.
Right.
And last August, I was at an event where I had to take all this case off because I was going to put a little
Sure.
PayPal thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
square
yeah.
kind of
Square
thing on the
thing.
end.
Uh-huh.
So I take all the case off. Well, after the evening was over with, and I forgot, I called back out there, and they had the orange half of my case and the rubber for the outside.
Cool.
They didn't have both orange pieces.
Right.
So I called Jeff's store. I said, "Is there any chance that you all have leftover cases from the phones that come
Sure.
in and whatever for an iPhone 4?" And he said, "Let me go look." So I now have, and I'm a Longhorn, I have the front of my phone is white and the back of my phone is orange.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
I like it.
That's right. So
Yeah,
I have
and
my
you've
orange
got
and
some
white.
cool tempered glass on there, cover case.
Yeah, the
I mean,
cover comes
the
with
cover
the case.
case, it's just awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, so you guys,
Service.
if you're in the Williamson County area, Cedar Park, Taylor, Hutto, Leander, close to Round Rock, you broke your phone, your cell phone, your tablet, you cracked it, the push button doesn't work, go to CPR Cell Phone Repair in Round Rock and check out their website, cellphonerepair.com. Okay, thanks CPR. We appreciate you guys being the sponsor of the show. And for me, that means cha-ching. Okay, so we're back with K Wright, and that's spelled with a W. And I want you guys to go visit K Wright, KAYWRIGHT.com. And go look at the 1.5 minute video of the instant ageless being put under the eye of the lady and watch it transform. And they put a cell phone up next to her to prove that they're not time lapsing or are editing the deal, which is pretty cool. So go check that out. And Kay, we've got some more products, so let's roll. Go ahead.
Okay. The next one I'm very interested in letting you know about is new. It was also announced in November, and it has come from Dr. Gian Papa, and it is a new line with us, which is called Zen, Z-E-N, and the second word is body, spelled B-O-D-I. And Zen Body's first product in that line is a fat loss product.
Okay, so this is a fat loss product called Zen.
Right.
Okay.
And so what you have for this is you have some little crystals that come in like strawberry or melon that you put in water and shake it up and have that. It comes with a bottle that has 2 capsules you take each day. And
Okay.
then it has a shake in chocolate and a shake in vanilla.
Oh, cool. All right.
So
So
for
the
those
shake
people,
is a nutritional type,
yeah, these are all nutritional.
instant energy, protein kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
So the shake comes with it. So that combination. So what's happening in our society as people are becoming more overweight and more overweight is sort of clinically on the inside. What's happening is that you have a chemical in your body called lecithin.
Yes.
And lecithin is what tells you that you're full, you're satisfied, you should quit eating.
Right.
But what happens is there's another chemical in your body called C-reactive protein, which attaches to the lecithin.
Right.
So the lecithin can't talk to you.
Right. So you eat and eat and eat.
So you eat and eat and eat. On comes the fat and the fat and fat. So what this is doing is breaking that connection down so that you begin to realize, I'm not hungry.
Right.
I can stop.
Yeah. You know another way to not eat a lot?
What's that?
Eat very slow.
Eat very slow.
I'm the slowest eater in the world. If you go out and eat dinner with me, you'll be there a while. I eat very, very slow, and I never feel full, ever.
And
ever.
The other one is you put your fork
and I never
down
eat anything.
bites.
I never eat it all either.
Right.
Can't.
There you go.
And so
you're listening to your body.
So along with a product like that, that's kind of what you need to do. Because I get it helps separate out that so you're getting some messaging back going into your internal system. So you can't eat a package of Oreos and get away with it anymore.
I know. Or you decide not to eat the ice cream, before you go to bed.
I don't. Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't even sound good.
So so this particular product, I have a very good friend who was in the beta test group.
Okay.
And he would be late 50s and is diabetic and has definitely worked to keep his numbers down.
Right.
And so he was very happy to be a part of the beta testing, and he went from a waist size, pant size. That's how men's pants are.
Waist pants, yeah, that's fine.
From a 46.
Wow.
To a 36.
Wow, that's 10. That's
size.
10. That's 10 inches.
And he's gone down more than that. Now he was telling us this on the stage in November, and so he's feeling good.
He should.
He's having energy, and he looks good. So it helps you not only lose the fat, but you continue to have muscle.
Yeah.
So you don't look gaunt, okay?
Yeah, because you don't want
healthy.
your body cannibalizing itself from the inside out. Just on that's the problem with diets.
Right.
The first 3 letters in the word ought to tell you that.
That's
Die.
right.
Right.
Exactly.
You have to take something that's really good so your body doesn't lose weight for the fact that it's eating its muscle up to try to survive. You want to keep your muscle, lose the fat.
Exactly.
Wow, good for him. That's 10 inches. That's a lot of weight.
Right. That is very good. So, and the other part I like about it is you therefore are eating real food for your meals.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not something about you're eating packaged food,
right.
That processed food. You're eating the real food, and hopefully you are making good choices as you do this. So when you make good choices and you have this to help you, you have the ability. One of the ladies in her husband wanted to lose over 20 pounds, 30 pounds. She only might have wanted to lose 10 pounds, but she still had the baby fat around the middle, you know?
Right.
And so she lost the inches, and she lost 3 or 4 pounds. But she lost the inches around the middle, which is what she wanted to lose, was the fat that you left over when having a couple of kids or whatever.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So it may be that you really don't want to necessarily lose weight, but you've got those inches you want to get rid of.
Yeah, and there's a big difference, and people need to know that, right? If you're losing weight too fast, then that probably means the body's cannibalizing some of the muscle of the body. You got water weight that can come back. You've got a lot of factors. What you need to do is just start eating better and then take the right kind of supplementation to for energy and protein and that kind of stuff. If you're not getting it out of your 9 servings a day of fruits and vegetables,
Vegetables, yes,
that it's going up,
that's right.
right? And which you need to do. And if you're not getting that, then you're jeopardizing your health because that's what it takes to keep your system functioning. And I dare say, very hardly any of us get to our 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. What do you
That's
think?
right. Oh, no, we
But
don't.
yeah, if the body can lose about a pound and a half a week, that's probably the norm of weight. That if you're not cannibalizing yourself, that's true fat coming off and not
Hmm.
muscle along with it.
Hmm.
So you're teaching me a lot tonight. These are
Good.
cool products.
They're very cool
And I know
products.
you've been on them. You've been in this business
3.5.
3 years. You've
Right.
been doing all this stuff for 3 years, and I know you feel good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Look good.
Thank you very
Left eye
much.
looks good. I'm mess- I
Absolutely.
love Kay.
Absolutely.
Kay and I are in a lot of network group meetings together, and we get along great. We've been buddies ever since. So
That's right.
that's cool.
So that's why you now know the tagline is Generation Young.
Yeah, because everything's generated. We're baby boomers.
We're baby boomers and we want to stay young looking, and therefore we have the products that they're looking for, we're all looking for,
Yep.
that are going to help us to stay healthy, stay young looking. That's good.
It's good, and I will say that the baby boomer to me seems like the target market. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is experimenting with stuff. There's not a single person that's getting into their 50s, 40s, 50s. I just rolled over 60. Certainly, you're going to see you got aging going on, and you're looking at free radical attack on your skin and your face and your cells, and you're starting to think about, wow, I might have 20 years left. I might have, and how fast does that go? I might have 10 years left. It's quality of life.
It's
Okay,
quality of life.
take care of yourself, live your life. Now, question for you. Go ahead.
Well, I would comment that you just said that because you'd like to think you're going to live for 10 more years.
I am.
Actually, if you want to go out and Google, or if you want to send me an email, I'll give you a link to this. This Finity product, you can actually have your current telomeres test. You can have a test done. We can test the telomeres now, and we'll tell you where you are. So then you can decide, I don't like that. I'm taking
How
Finity,
about I
so it'll
just
get
know?
longer.
I don't want to know.
Well, but
I know.
somebody
I
might
know.
want
I
to.
know.
Well, yeah, I don't want to know either.
There
But
was a
this is
test that came out, and it's been since 1998 when I started on the Juice Plus product, right? Um, they started testing inside the heart the hematosa level because that was an indicator for major heart disease. And if your hematosa was low, regardless of what your cholesterol levels were, because some people naturally had high cholesterol, right? But
right.
their
Oh, yes.
hematosa level was good. And I'm not a doctor, so let me just explain what I'm
Right.
saying. That was ended up being a benchmark test, and it's something I ask for if I go in for my yearly physical. I ask them to test my hematosa level. I want to know where that's at because there's a benchmark for that. And if it's at a certain level low, then you might be needing to address that, right? So I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know that I get it checked, and I know that mine's always fallen in the right place.
That's
So
right.
there's a real test for that. So be aware.
Be aware.
All right. So, Kay, we've got to start winding down here a little
Okay.
bit. You've gone over the skin, all the different skin products you have, the instant ageless. You've been through nutritional products. We talked about drinking 90 glasses of wine in one setting. We've
Thank you.
talked about Finity. We've talked about the lucent the cell telomeres that have the edges on them. We've kind of gotten into some deep stuff, right?
Right.
But the bottom line is the best way for these people that you want to reach out to is the opportunity, and also just sitting down with them and showing them some of the stuff, right?
Yes, I'd love to sit down and visit with them about these.
She's easy to talk to,
Very easy. We'll have a cup of coffee somewhere and we'll sit down and have a
and
chat.
that's good for you too, by the way.
One.
Yeah, with cocoa in it, real. I'm messing with you. Okay, so what happens if somebody listens to this show tonight or on archive, right, on the custom player? You push it out, and you start have people wanting to know about the product. What is your general, typical way that you approach them? What do you generally do when you meet one to one with somebody?
this is being a good networker. When I meet with someone one-on-one, I'm interested in them. I'm interested in what's going on in their
Sure.
life.
Got it.
What are the issues that they have, and then how I might be able to help them
And
personally,
you're good at that.
or I might be able to direct them to someone. And that's one of my keystones is I love connecting people.
Yep.
And I love it when I get just the right person to connect someone with.
And then by your working to connect people because you're pushing them out, that comes back to you in the form of what do you do? Tell me a little bit about what that's doing. But it seems like to me, do you on the instant ages that you would have that product in your hand, ready to dab on their face, right in front of a mirror at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you something.
You know what's been interesting about that
Let me poke your eye out. I need to show you something.
is I've which you normally establish a relationship with someone, but at this point there are people who like estheticians.
Instant gratification. Let me
So,
see it.
well, yeah, but what you say is, here's this video. If this looks interesting to you, call me.
To me,
And they call.
I'm an advocate for, you know darn well, for video. I say if you've got the right video put together and you push it out to enough people, you're going to get a call on it if you show it to people and have a link to it, right?
That's
and
right.
yours is very to the point. You either believe what you see,
right,
or you don't. And if you believe what you see, you're going to call Kay.
That's right.
And if you don't, you're just going to say, bah humbug. And that's fine.
That's fine.
You can do whatever you want.
Right.
Some will, some won't. So what? No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
That's old sales stuff. Some will, some won't. So what?
Right. The updated version: some will, some won't, some later. No.
Yeah, some incubate.
Yeah, right.
SI.
Right.
Some incubate.
So the other part of when I sit down with someone and they've asked me the questions, then they have some interest.
Sure.
I'm really very proud of Jeunesse as a company.
Well, I'm sure.
It is an amazing company right now. And as we said in the beginning,
You're in $1 billion
it started with
business.
we started with the Chinese,
right?
The good number in Chinese, and we had some really early people in the company who were from China or who were in the United States, but who had connections. And so the company has deliberately grown for 5 years to be a worldwide international company. So we ship products to 110 countries around the world.
Right.
We have 32 corporate offices around the world.
Amazing.
We are training in all these places. And now when we're here in America at 5 years and people say, are you going to make it? Tell me about it. And we can say, well, at this point, we won 6 American Business Awards last year, including Best Company.
Right.
And we've won 12 Telly Awards, which are ad awards for the marketing and the
Yep.
videos that we have.
Yep.
And our founder, Wendy, is one of the top influential women in direct sales 2 years in a row.
That's awesome.
So those are the kinds of things that somebody's going to want to say, well, is this a business? Is it something I would like to do? It's family owned.
Right.
And I love it because if something happens and you do something wrong, you've got somebody to talk to in Orlando that can fix it in the computer system.
Right. That's cool.
That is cool. You have
right. You have support.
You have support.
Yeah.
And you have and the other thing now, when we talk about international, that means that today I looked up, I have someone I've been communicating with about being in Russian.
Right.
So you go out to the website, you pick what country you're in, and the entire website turns into your language.
That's
most
cool.
of the time.
Yeah, so it translates. It moves it over to whatever you need it to be.
Right. In fact, Herdy and I have a friend who's going to Ghana
yes, we
tomorrow,
do. Mm-hmm.
And I've double checked, and we're in Ghana, and I asked her. I had to ask, what's the language of Ghana? And she said English. I said, oh, good.
It is. Yeah.
It is. So when she gets to Ghana, if she runs into someone who's looking for an international business,
you'll have a referral contact right there.
I've got a referral.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Completely integrated.
All right, Kay. So what I want to tell people is to go visit her redirect. It's Kay Wright, K-A-Y, and then Wright with a WWRIGHT.com. One word, KWright.com. That's going to take you to the
Instantly Ageless.
Yeah, the Instantly Ageless product. It's a 1.5-minute video. It's worth watching. It's very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. And then if you watch that and you don't think you need to call Kay, well, you should call because it looks pretty cool. I have to admit that got my attention. That got my attention more than anything we talked about. All this other stuff's great, but that got my attention. So and I'm a video guy, so I went and watched it because I went, wow, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Exactly.
So good for you. So any final thoughts, Kay?
I just appreciate being here.
Did you have fun?
I have had fun.
I stumbled around a little bit tonight, but that's all right.
we're here and we're having a good time.
That's right.
Rusty and I have had a good time. He's very calm.
He's very calm.
He's a very cool dog.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed it. And I also want to restate that other website in case they want to know what's this stem cell thing in a petri dish, and I'll give it to you.
I've got it.
Okie doke.
Go ahead and say it, but it looks like it's www.austin, and then it's TX, and then it's bn.com. And I'm going to post this link inside your About Me section with the link, an active link, and I'll even put a billboard up. I'll go to the website and I'll put a billboard inside the custom player, so when they click, it takes them there, and then I'll do another billboard for the
K Wright one.
for the straight to the K Wright one.
Right. And as you would probably suspect, I happen to own K at kwright.com,
Yep.
and I own K at austintxbn.com.
Yeah, because you do some other stuff too, which that was another show. We have that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
that another time.
I'm an email queen. So,
yeah, she is.
yeah.
She's an
That's
email database. Let me handle it for you, queen. And so you'll have some other stuff to talk about when you meet Kay. Take my word for it. And a UT alum, and a big UT fan, and UT band.
Yes, well, I was a band member in high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
but that was your big thing, was the UT band.
And the UT and the Cactus.
Because your family is really embedded into the UT.
Oh yeah,
so
we have 3 generations.
that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's all orange, baby.
All orange.
It's all
That's
orange.
right.
I won't say
all
War
orange.
Eagle on this show, but it's all orange.
It's all orange.
It's all
exactly.
orange. All right, guys. Thank you, and we want to thank CPR Cell Phone Repair in Round Rock for being the sponsor. It sure does nice to be able to say that, and I'll be able to link them to everything also. But guys, what makes this show very unique is but that sponsorship does for me. And again, I'm just kind of going back and backtracking a little. It allows me, after this is on YouTube, to not only have it archived there, but then I go and create a custom player. It's going to match her website or match color she likes. And I'm going to add all the links to the stuff we've gone over tonight, to that video, to the guy that we just announced. And so you're going to see a link to CPR, and this is a cool custom player. And Kay, you'll get some embed code and some links to it. It's generic. You can put it up as long as you like. I'm hosting. I pay for the server space for the show. You don't ever have to worry about it going away.
Wonderful.
And I keep a backup on YouTube, and I also have a news feed that I'll send out to people that have already joined. When this show's over, it's immediately on their phone.
Fabulous.
I don't have a chance to edit this one. As soon as it's over on YouTube, it goes out to a news feed, and it's automatically on people's phone or in their email when they get up tomorrow morning. Okay?
Perfect.
So thank you.
Thank you.
I had fun. Hey, this has been the Hurdy Burke Internet Broadcast Network, and we are broadcasting live in the state-of-the-art studios here in Round Rock, and we are on every single Tuesday night on YouTube from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you come join us, tell some friends, and go check out Hurdy Burke Broadcast Network. That's HURDIEBURK, no E on Burke, and no Y on Hurdy. HURDIEBURK Broadcast Network, and that's on Facebook, right? That's my group page. Go join. It's public. I'll automatically add you. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.